What's up, guys? Team Kuribrohs here with team member Billy Siggins doing a Gladiator beast deck profile from Edison format. We got a couple of requests for this, so why don't we just get into it?
Yeah. So it's 42 cards. It's Jake Madden's list from the event. He came top 8. Except there's one important change, which is a joke. But yeah, it's I'll get into it later.
Sure, cool.
Anyway, Tudor, he is your beat stick. When he summoned you, he goes to 2/1, which is pretty much irrelevant in the format, but he's big. Darius, I mean, it gets over Thunder King, which not many people play. Is Thunder King legal? Like, I can't remember.
Wait, are these the GBs you stole from me?
Me and Val had a deal.
It wasn't a fucking deal. You just took them from me.
No, you traded them and I own half of them. Specifically these 4.
Okay, sure.
But I own the extra deck, that's all that matters. It's like, I bought these off Big Pal.
Let's get back to the
So yeah, this is also mine. I
Alright.
bought this myself. Literally, the only cards Vlad owns is like these.
It was
and
the Quest as well.
and this.
And the Heraclinos.
Well, I
Heraclinos.
have everything
Remember
spare. I'll give it to you now. Wow, okay.
I don't even want them anymore.
One of this guy summons back a guy when he special summons, so he's good. And a quest lets you add back a card, including your Gladiator Beast War Chariot.
Which is pretty good.
Retiari is a DD Crow, which against if you can resolve an attack and then have a Test Tiger, you can just go special summon this, return it to deck, special summon the same copy, and banish both their 3/1 frogs, and then they just kind of lose.
Against like Frog Monarch and stuff.
Yeah, frogs. If they lose two 3-borns, and then you're not like dumb and give them free floaters. You usually just make sure when you battle that you can main phase 2 make a Geysers so that they don't have a monster tribute. But anyway, you just play this guy. He's like a 21 defense body, and when he's summoned from deck, he goes to 2/4. And then Mermello. I'll get into another reason why he's good. But Mermello just pops a monster when he's summoned, and Bestiary pops a spell or trap card.
Yeah, this is the big one.
They're both mandatory, unfortunately, so this isn't as important as mandatory, because like there's always going to be a monster face up. It's kind of bad when there's like a Stardust. You can't keep it on board, like they have to do it. And then the same with this. If you special summon it and like it's the only monster you control, you have to pop something. And if you summon this and you control, and your opponent has no monsters, you have to pop him, so it's kind of bad. But this guy is the Garnet of the deck. Basically, he's the only one who doesn't tag out. But if he's been tagged in and he battles, you can summon 2 GBs from your deck at the end of the battle phase. So you usually just do this, summon like this and whatever, not this one, and then just make Heraclinos. So yeah, he's like the Garnet, but he's like one of your power plays.
Fair enough. Kind of necessary sometimes.
Yeah, and then triple Test Tiger. It lets you make all your plays. There's a combo, which I'm pretty sure everyone who knows this deck should know at some stage. But yeah, the important thing is just like it lets you tag out into anything in your deck, including your Secutor. So when you have a power play, your opponent has no back row, you can tag into this freely and just get like infinite free advantage.
Okay.
And you can tag the same monster in. So if you actually draw your Secutor, you can at least trigger
Normal
its effects.
Secutor, special Test Tiger, special attack out. Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of the monsters is Jar. So this is the cool application with this card, is that when like you're playing against when you set a monster, your opponent's basically put in this really awkward situation where they have to assume it's Populous because it's like an archetypal card, and a lot of people don't see the Jar coming. But you go like, say you go like set 2, set this, your opponents could not want to lose to you tagging out Populous and summoning a Bestiary, so they won't set their cards.
Okay.
Because they don't want to lose into
Of course.
Bestiary.
Yeah.
So then, say if your opponent plays around Populous, and they keep their spell and trap cards in hand, and then it's a
Then they fall
jar,
into jar, yeah.
you
They
get
lose more
plus.
cards.
And then if your opponent plays around jar and sets back row, and it's this,
They
and
fall
you tag
into
into
that.
this, you bestie them. So there's
Yeah.
like, when you set monster, your opponent's like, just put straight into like a mind game,
Yeah.
where it's like, is it jar, is it hop?
Yeah. If they play around 1, they could fall into the
They
entire
just
time.
do
That's
it,
the
yeah.
whole thing, yeah. Fair.
So then there's this package, and the e-call. So Jake Madden's list, he plays Rhoda, but that was because he sides into DD Warrior Lady.
Okay.
But I don't have a side deck build for this, so until then we're playing e-call, because if your opponent, plays the Amazoness Chainmaster and they crash and they take the Rhoda out of your hand because you didn't use your Rhoda,
Because why not?
God knows why, your opponent could take it, and then Rhoda's insane in Amazon, so we didn't want to lose that.
Sure, okay,
we were
yeah.
playing
That is the
Very
worst
relevant
reasoning
combo.
I've ever heard for anything in my life. That is also hilarious, by the way.
Me and Adam theoried it for months. No, I told
He's
him
not even kidding.
I told Adam I was playing this, because I had to take a Rhoda and put it into a goat deck. He was like, playing around the Amazon is Chain Master, and I was like, oh my god, you're right. So we've got triple S card.
Oh my god.
It is Livro de Lua. So Book is really good in this because things like Caius are really hard to get over, and you need a battle. And even in situations where it's like your opponent just has a generic strong synchro, namely not Stardust, you can like switch it to defense and then play through it.
Okay.
And you can also like book Stardust and then Geysers it, which is really important. It's just like, because it's a attack stopper on both turns that actually lets you battle, it's just really valuable. Cool. And for the same reason we play 2 enemy controller. I consider putting in a 3rd enemy controller as well on top of the tree book. That's how important it is to have cards that switch your opponent's monsters to defense, so you can actually like progress on your turn.
Because you need to beat over them.
Yeah, and it's also like, it's a spell card.
Fair.
And then just he didn't play Heavy Storm or Trunade or side them. Obviously Calder is like infamously good in GBs, but
I wanted this format.
Calder, Trunade, and Heavy Roller one, and so is MST. It's like, as far as like the game goes, it's like Cold Wave, Trunade, Heavy, MST, all say power level. So another 3 MST because we're
Fair
cheating and playing 4.
Yeah.
And then so there's like 3 dust, 3. This is when, like, if people don't like Paleozoic, they probably might want to stop watching the video now. But it's all these powerful trap cards. Again, like, you don't use this on shit cards like Card Trooper, because it's actually not threatening you whatsoever. You have to hold it for cards that are actually threatening your board, or that you can't attack over, basically.
If you really think about it, by the way, this is all Anoides. This is Dynamiscus, and then Book of Moon is Canadian.
Yeah.
This is basically Paleo.
It's Paleo with normal summonable monsters,
This is Compulse.
basically. That aren't swapped out.
This is Compulse.
It was, actually.
It was for that one format where you
Yeah.
can compulse your own map man.
Ooh, broken.
Player and Bailey. So then you play 2 Bottomless.
Sure.
I think Bottomless is awful this format. He played it. It was really good against like GBs and Lightsworn.
And Frogman, okay, yes.
It wasn't
It's
even
good against
that.
Dimcal, right?
Sure, but so is literally any monster.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like,
Hopeless.
yeah.
Nice stack.
Like, I don't know.
It's kind of, it's weird. It's good against some matchups, but then awful against others, basically. That's it.
Yeah. Like the fact that you can just go like effective Prisma, and it's a cost. So
Yeah, that's true.
it costs to reveal, not to send. 2 Chariot.
You want to see
You want to see it, but like,
You want to plug with it? I suppose.
yeah. So like, there's this theory in Yu-Gi-Oh which is 100% true that like If you want to see it, you play 3 of it because you want to see it all the time, or none of the time, you know.
But that's current format. This is Edison, so
Yeah, so the format's a lot slower, so you can afford to play things like this, because like cards that we are playing 3 of are, you can put them into something established, while there's things like bottomless and compulsive. Well, bottomless are 2 anyway, but like these guys just aren't strong.
They're more situational.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and then this, like the fact that you have to have a GB. And the fact that it's recyclable through the effect of
yeah, it's like once you get 1 in
Cast.
rotation,
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
you're
once
always
you
gonna
see
have it.
1,
Yeah,
so
pretty
like
much.
why play 3 if you only want to see 1 ever?
Yeah,
But we're not playing 1 because that's bad. Okay,
you do still need to see it.
1 does shoot.
Yeah,
These cards are all good. We're not going to get into it. So just the one thing that I think I need to show in case people don't know it is that Test Tiger thing I was mentioning earlier,
sure.
which is pretty simple,
Fair.
but you know.
The extra deck is all
Yeah.
Glad Beast Fusion.
Is this Prisma
well.
Test?
Yeah, I'll show the fusion deck now, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, with Prisma, yeah.
yeah. Actually, I'll do extra and then I'll go into the combo. So
Yeah,
it's 3 Heraclinuses. Basically, you need the big boy, wherever big boy is. You need to make him with 1 big boy and 2 other guys,
Okay.
and then he's a 3k beat stick. You can discard a card to negate a
Spoiler Trap.
Spider Trap. Broke.
Not once per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't tag out,
3,000.
which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
That's true.
This guy does tag out, so he's good.
The best fusion monster.
Best one.
Yeah.
He is just 1 bestiary and 1 monster, so not neg 2. And he is when he's summoned. That's
He's
like special summon. Sorry, we're not going to normal summon him right now. So like he is good if he dies because you can.
Call him back and then
Call
pop
him.
2. Yeah.
But when he's special summoned, you can destroy 2 cards, and then at the end of the battle phase, you can summon 2 GBs from your deck if he attacked.
By tagging it.
Except Bestie, because like.
Yeah, we're just
summon a
waiting
second
for
with
it.
it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Your extra deck is super free,
Yeah.
and he sides to Cyber Dragon. So you side it in against gadgets basically.
Fair.
If they ever
Because
leave
I don't have my
pesky
side deck,
Cyber Dragon
yeah.
in the field.
Because I don't have a side, like we're not doing this with side deck. Well, like I've done some of the decks with side deck, but yeah, we're just it's there because even if you are playing gadgets, some play Cyber Dragon because they're game people.
Sure.
We played 2 Stylus Dragon because.
Starlight Road.
Oh well, how many Starlight Road am I playing?
2.
Oh, answers your questions.
Yeah.
It's not a Cherry's target. 1 Colossal Fighter. He is a warrior and he kills sports. You literally can't make half these guys. Okay, so we're gonna go into how you make some of these monsters and tell you why it's bad. But Black Rose, Colossal, Bryonic, and this. So you might be like, your generic synchros that you're playing seem to be level 8, 7, 6, and 5. That's because we play a card called Enemy Controller, and sometimes when we're feeling it, we tag out our geysers after blowing up your opponent's board, and they're like, oh, we have 1 monster left. So you're like, Enemy Controller, your tuner, or summon my 2 guys, Enemy Controller, take your tuner, synchro into a shit monster that I don't want. But it's
'Cause they're
there.
not
It's
GBs.
there if you need it because this deck literally only needs these cards in your deck.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So yeah,
Test Tiger Prisma.
Test Tiger Prisma is the best combo, and I'll
them away.
show you why it's good. Thanks, lad. You know what? Test Tiger Prisma.
Yeah.
So this card is very profit.
This combo, I mean.
This, what did I say?
You said this card.
This card. Yeah, it was at the time. These were like €10.
Correct.
Came in a tin. A tin that cost €10. It was madness.
Literally made your money back straight
I
away.
know.
Anyway,
I
let's
went
get
to
into
like
this.
4 Argoses in Newcastle and none of them had it.
So what the fuck were you, Newcastle?
What football team do I support?
None of them.
Oh, get out of here. So Prisma's effect is once per turn you can reveal a fusion type monster in your extra deck, and then send one of the materials listed on it to the graveyard, and it's treated as that name. So you reveal Geysers. So now you can send from your deck
Bestiaries.
1 Gladiator Beast Bestiary. So this card is now Bestiary, just keep that in mind, okay? it's a Gladiator Beast monster, so you control a Gladiator Beast, so you can special summon Test Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
So you might be like, whoa, you have 2 monsters that you started off with 2 monsters, broken. You effect of your Test Tiger, tributes, puts this back in the deck, so you can draw it later when you don't want to. Summon Darius. Darius' effect summons this, but it's negated, so you don't have to mandatory pop anything.
Mm-hmm.
Then you put these cards back in your deck.
And then make Geyser.
Summon Geysers, pop your opponent's board, swing, and then summon like these.
Yeah.
And
So you can,
like,
pop 2, attack, DD Crow,
yeah,
all this kind of stuff. Have a beater. And you
the-
probably have like some trap cards to set afterwards as well.
Yeah. See, this is something that people always talk about. Like, people are always like, "Oh, Test Tiger Plasma or Prisma is broken," but it's you end with like the 2 cards and you kill 3. It's like, whoa, that's broken. It also like, okay, Test Tiger Prisma Cold Wave is insane because you can like clear every one of your opponent's cards, but like
That's fair.
okay.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not too often.
So yeah.
They have DD Crow for best TRE.
Oh, don't get me started. Yeah, so that's the deck. Pretty
Like,
fun.
comment,
Yeah,
subscribe.
yeah.
Like,
comment,
comment,
subscribe.
subscribe.
Tell us what other decks you want to see from this format or any other format.
Yeah, I
in the
have them
comments below.
all because I'm a
Yeah.
gimp.
He has every Edison deck, every Goat deck, some Toulouse deck.
How many current format decks do you have for me?
2.
And what's one of them?
Paleo.
What's the other one?
Desk.
Alright, this is Team Kuribrohs, a team member Billy Siggins.
Like, comment, subscribe to Far For Yu-Gi-Oh! At Twitch.tv.
Yeah. Also, at John Moore, please unban me from Zodiac.
Please unban him from Zodiac.
Oh god.
Sorry,
damn.
Bowden. Didn't mean to.
Alright, see you guys later.